Hello everyone. Welcome back to this episode. In this video, we will talk about the Explain Everything method, which is particularly useful for elementary classroom teachers. But before we begin, please subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. Let's get started. The Explain Everything method is an effective approach for teaching and learning that involves students recording short videos of themselves explaining a concept or idea. It's particularly useful in elementary classrooms because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. This method can be easily implemented by teachers in their day-to-day instruction to make learning more engaging and effective for their students. When implementing the Explain Everything method, it's important to keep a few things in mind. First, the activity should be age-appropriate. For example, younger students may need simpler tasks or shorter recording times. Second, incorporate student input and choice whenever possible. This can help increase student buy-in and motivation. Third, encourage collaboration. Explain Everything can be done individually or in small groups. Fourth, use colorful, tactile materials or visual aids to reinforce concepts. Fifth, provide opportunities for students to reflect on their learning and share their work with peers. Finally, be prepared to modify your approach based on the needs of your students. For example, some students may need additional support or enrichment to fully engage with the task. Here are some practical examples of how to use Explain Everything in an elementary classroom. To introduce a new concept, have students work in pairs to create a short video explaining the concept to a pretend audience of their peers. They can use drawings or diagrams to help illustrate their explanation. For example, in a science lesson on the water cycle, students could work together to create a video explaining each step of the process. Another way to use Explain Everything is as a formative assessment tool. By having students record themselves explaining their thinking, teachers can gain insight into how well students understand a particular concept or skill. For example, after a math lesson on fractions, students can create a video explaining how they solved a particular problem. This can help the teacher identify any misconceptions or knowledge gaps that need to be addressed. The Explain Everything method can also be used to promote student reflection and metacognition. After completing a task or project, have students create a video explaining what they learned or what strategies they used to be successful. For example, after reading a story as a class, students can create individual videos explaining their favorite part of the story and why. This can help students develop their ability to think about their own thinking and can lead to deeper, more meaningful learning. In addition to these examples, there are many other ways to use Explain Everything in an elementary classroom. The key is to be creative and to think of ways to use the strategy that align with your learning objectives and student needs. Some additional ideas include using Explain Everything to review material before a test or quiz, having students create tutorials for their peers, or using the strategy as a tool for differentiated instruction. When implementing the Explain Everything method, it's important to provide students with clear guidelines and expectations. This can help ensure that all students are on track and that the activity runs smoothly. Here are some tips for providing clear guidelines and expectations. First, model the desired behavior. Before students begin working on their own videos, show them an example of a high-quality explanation. This can help students understand what is expected of them and can give them ideas for their own videos. Second, provide clear and specific instructions. When giving instructions, break them down into small, manageable steps. This can help students stay on task and can prevent them from getting overwhelmed. Third, set time limits. Setting time limits can help keep students on track and can ensure that all students have an opportunity to participate. Fourth, provide feedback and reflection opportunities. After students have completed their videos, take time to provide feedback and reflect on the activity as a class. This can help students learn from their mistakes and can help them improve their video creation skills over time. Overall, The Explain Everything method is a versatile and effective approach for teaching and learning that can be easily implemented in an elementary classroom. By following the tips outlined in this video, teachers can create a positive and engaging learning environment that helps all students succeed. So give it a try and see how Explain Everything can transform your classroom. If you liked this video, please leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching. Until next time.